have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
In my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating bitch know me. Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of Image by
All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your Saturday vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr_A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Okay, so let's get into it. Hello, Byron, Deronda, Red Wine Entertainment is here, Nene64, Troy is here, All Hell Nah, 504 Nola. All right, so let's get ready to get into it. Okay, it's my fan page up in here. Not a fan page in the house. Okay, Anita Harrell is here. All right, Sharon, I see you, beloved. Bookhorse DC, Coco V is here. Okay, so let's get into it. Ty Ingram. Shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned into the Queen. Howard, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hello, beloved. Okay, Namaste is here. Shout out to everyone tuned into the Queen, and shout out to my moderators for putting in work. Okay, you guys, let's get those likes up first things first. Let's get the likes up so we can go ahead and get into it. And before we get started, let me have a brief word from my sponsor at 12 Tribes, okay?
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
All right, so don't forget you can purchase 12 Tribes for your hair at Etsy.com. Just look for Lisa Crafts. You can also find it at Walmart.com. And for the men, she also sells a magical beard oil. Okay, so make sure you shop with 12 Tribes. All right, so let's get into it. I see you, Marjorie. Okay, Cyrus is here. Didn't I just see equines in here? I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so anyway, with that all being said, let's get into it. Everyone hit that like button. Okay, remember, it doesn't cost you a thing to like the video. I mean, it's the least you could do for the Queen's hard work. Hey, we the people. Okay, it's the least you could do for the Queen's hard work. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Y'all, I told y'all this was going to be an interesting live today. I see you, JC. I could have sworn I saw equines in here. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go, beloved. Hot mess equines. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. Let's get into it. First things first. If you missed last night's 2 broadcasts, please go back and watch. Okay, I'm sure you'll find those interesting. Please go back and watch. Okay, now first of all, let's talk about something that I told you all you would hear first. And I wasn't lying. It's called Heterochronic Parabiosis. Okay, I want you all to think about that. Heterochronic Parabiosis. Now, this is a method. Well, let me just tell you guys what it's all about, because here's the thing. A lot of these celebrities are obsessed with trying to look young and stay young. And I'm sure we've all heard about this. We see them getting all the, the facelifts, the fillers in their faces, and all these different things that get done. Quite frankly, to me, they're all starting to look the same. I remember back in the day that Muppet they had called Madam. Yeah, that's what they're starting to look like, many of them. Okay, but it's like something that makes them so desperate to stay looking young. Some people just refuse to age gracefully. And so they come up with all these different things they do. And rather than getting just plastic surgery, some of these people engage in having blood infusions, stem cell injections, and all sorts of things that I happen to find nefarious. But let's talk about this heterochronic parabiosis. Okay, so it's the pairing of 2 animals in parabiosis to test the systemic or circulatory factors are from one animal affecting the other animal. Now, this has been used in scientific studies for about 150 years. These studies have led to advances in fields as diverse as endocrinology, immunology, and oncology. A variation of the technique, heterochronic parabiosis, whereby two animals, pay attention, of different ages, okay, are joined to test the systemic regulators of aspects of aging or age-related diseases. Also, it has almost a century-long scientific history. So I want you all to pay attention to this. Okay. This is a method where they're testing this on animals to see if they compare an older animal and a younger animal so that they can see if this will make the older animal become younger. Okay, so this is what some of these people, this is the type of things they're trying to do. And, parabiosis, the word comes from the Greek word para, which means next to, and bio, which means life. Okay, so anyway, now the condition in which two entire living animals are joined surgically and develop a single shared circulatory system. The procedure is essentially a more complete form of transbiosis, ranging from the transplantation of cells. Remember, when I showed you all, I did the video about Peter Nygard, and they said that he was paying for his girlfriend, Suellen Medeiros, to have stem cell injections, and that he was getting those himself. Okay, please pay attention. Now, so the transplantation of cells, tissues, or entire body parts, such as limbs and other appendages from one organism to another. Y'all remember the movie Get Out? But let's continue. At the beginning of the 20th century, Alex Carrel performed daring experiments that merged the boundaries between parabiosis and transbiosis. Carrel, who received a Nobel Prize for developing a novel method of blood vessel connections, removed multiple internal organs from cats and dogs and artificially ventilated the lungs until the blood vessels of such a visceral organism were surgically connected to another animal, which provided a blood supply to both sets of organs. This is all nefarious. Now, they're testing this with animals, and they've been doing this, they say, right? So if they've been testing this with animals for all this time and all these years, what do you think they're really doing behind closed doors? Now, with that all being said, Carrel performed such experiments in his quest to understand organ aging and to prolong life. Now, he wrote, since the survival of entire organs outside the body would undoubtedly have important psychological or physiological issues or uses, physiological uses, not issues. Okay, I began in June of 1912 to develop a technique by means of which a system of organs could be made to live and functionate when separated from other organs. While the visceral organism did not live very long and were subjects to immune rejection, these studies led to the development of organ transplants and without a doubt influenced later studies of heterochronic parabiosis. So, all very interesting. All very interesting. Now, I want you all to think about that. Okay? Because it gets more nefarious. Now, a few years ago, for those of you who have been following me, I reported to you, well, before I get to that, let's talk about this revitalizing old blood to slow down the aging process. Okay, to slow down the aging process. Now, this is a study that I got from one of my colleagues, okay, at Columbia University, Irving Medical Center. Now, because I was asking them about some of the stem cell research and the injections and this heterochronic parabiosis and all of this stuff. And so they sent me some of their studies. Basically, young blood has a rejuvenating effect when infused into older bodies. Are y'all listening? According to recent research. Let me say that again. Young blood. So who would that young blood come from? I think we all know, okay, has a rejuvenating effect when infused into older bodies. According to recent research, aging hearts beat stronger, muscles become stronger, and thinking becomes sharper. Now, many scientists are looking for the elements of young blood that can be captured or replicated and put into a pill. So you can just go and get your prescription and just take it. Okay, the devils have clearly been busy. Now, but what if the best way to get the benefits of young blood is simply to rejuvenate the system that makes the blood? An aging blood system it's a vector for a lot of proteins, okay? Cytokines and cells. It has a lot of bad consequences for the organism. And this is what Emmanuel Pasouet, PhD director of the Columbia Stem Cell Initiative, who's been studying how blood changes with age, now saying that a 70-year-old with a 40-year-old blood system can have a longer health span, if not a longer lifespan. Now, I'm no doctor, and I'm not giving you medical advice. I mean, I am a doctor of public administration, but not a medical doctor. Okay, please pay attention. So rejuvenated an older person's blood may now be within reach based on recent findings from Pasouet's lab published in Nature Cell Biology. Now, with her graduate student, Carl Mitchell, they found that an anti-inflammatory drug also approved for in rheumatoid arthritis can turn back time in mice and reverse some of the effects of age on the hematopoietic system. They say these results indicate that such strategies hold promise for maintaining healthier blood production in the elderly, returning blood stem cells to a younger state. Now, this is what Peter Nygard was talking about, or basically when they said that he was getting the stem cell injections and for his girlfriend. Now, the researchers only identified the drug after a comprehensive investigation of the stem cells that create all blood cells and the niches where they reside in the center of the bones. All blood cells in the body are created by a small number of stem cells that reside in bone marrow. Over time, these hematopoietic stem cells start to change. They produce fewer red blood cells, leading to anemia, and fewer immune cells, which raises the risk of infection and impedes vaccination efforts. Okay, and they have trouble maintaining the integrity of their genomes, which can lead to blood cancers. Now I'm going to stop right here. I just wanted you all to get an understanding of this, because this is how they claim that they should be able to revitalize old blood. With that all being said, there was the guy from PayPal. And for those of you that have been following me since 2020, I told you about this guy, Peter Thiel. I think that's how you say his name. Now, he wanted to start a practice where you could go and get blood from a young person about 12 years old. They had to be at least 12 years old, and you can get this blood transfused into you or injected into you, and it would cost like $4,000+. Okay, and this is a report from Forbes talking about this. Although it's unclear whether Peter Thiel had already attempted to transfuse younger people's blood into himself, okay, this would not be his first foray into trying to battle Father Time. On a 2014 Bloomberg TV segment, Thiel revealed that he was taking human growth hormone pills to extend his life. Yes, he let everyone know that he was doping in the game of life. Now, the theory is that a younger person's blood may have some factors, chemicals, substances, or whatever that will in turn rejuvenate an older person. And do y'all wonder why so many kids come up missing in the United States and elsewhere? Now, the theory comes from parabiotic experiments that surgically connected the blood vessels of two mice. Well, we already know about that, so I don't have to get back into it. But the revelation that stitching together two mice's circulatory systems together seems to rejuvenate the older mouse has rekindled interest in parabiosis research and blood factors as treatments. Okay, so this man wanted to be able to go and purchase younger people's blood. Now, at the time, he was 48 years old. The 48-year-old venture capitalist is interested in younger people's blood to help extend life. It spawned a whole array of vampire jokes on social media. And then there was the tech who wanted to trade blood with his son. Billionaire biohacking guru 45 years old, who injected his teen son's blood in a bizarre quest to stay young, reveals that he removed the treatment from his $100,000 a month anti-aging protocol. Now, this is what he wanted to do, or actually did. Let me just show you all a picture of him and his son. I find this all interesting. And I mean, he looks like he's in pretty good shape. Please pay attention. Looks like he's in really good shape to me. This is a picture of him and his son. Okay. I mean, just talk about the nefariousness of it all. That's what it is for me. Look, who sits around and dreams this stuff up? I mean, of course, nobody wants to get old, but we all have to. That's just the game of life and how it's played. Okay. And I, for one, intend to grow old just gracefully. All right. Now, with that all being said, let's continue because we're going to get into the crazy stuff in a minute. So, Madonna, let's talk about Madonna because y'all know Madonna adopted those kids from over there in Africa. And in fact, one place over there in Africa actually banned her from adopting any more children. Okay, because they felt like she was doing nefarious things, clearly. And so let me just pull up a picture of her family. She adopted those kids, and then those people were like, nope, she can't come back over here. We're not having it. Okay, that's her right there at the bottom, down on her knees. This is her, that was her son. And so, yeah, these are her adopted kids. Okay, please pay attention. But so now let's talk about Madonna. Because if y'all don't think that Madonna at some point has been having those children's blood, okay, infused into her, think again. And I really believe, that's exactly what she's been doing. Okay? I believe that's what she's been doing. So let's talk about it. She's also been doing something called blood infusions, where they put this ozone gas in your blood. Now, and you can also tell that she's had some things done, some plastic surgery and all of that, which to me looks terrible. But anyway, Madonna has blood drawn, mixed with ozone gas, and put back in with an IV drip with her children by her side during Madame X tour rehab after canceling shows due to health issues. And I do believe that one of the health issues that she was suffering with was sepsis. Now, sepsis is when bacteria starts to grow in the blood, and it can be fatal in some cases. So I'm just wondering how she got it. Maybe from having this stuff done to her blood. Okay, she could have gotten, something contaminated. I don't know. But anyway, she's about to resume her tour and canceling a string of shows over health issues. And on Thursday, Madonna let her $14.6 million Instagram followers in on the rehab that she was undergoing as she works to get fighting to be fit again. Now, the social media video showed the singer's adopted 7-year-old daughters, Stelly and Esther, at her side as she underwent autohemotherapy. That's what they call it. So I'm going to show you the video. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I'm going to share my screen and let you all see this. This is all a hot mess. I mean, these people are clearly desperate.
How will earning unlimited cash back make you feel? Well, a little like this. And like this. It takes two to feel the joy. Earn unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay with the Citi Double Cash Card.
smells like a fresh smell. Keep it just barely. Smells like a fresh rainstorm.
Okay.
Can smell? Can you smell it?
No, ooh, that smells good.
Can I smell? Oh, I don't like it.
Doesn't like it? Oh, wait, hold on.
I like it.
See, you can feel it's cleaning like fresh.
Oh, yeah.
It's intense if you take too much. Just so you know what we're doing, we're spinning the blood now, mixing it, and so the gas is coming in the top.
So are you taking blood out of me right now?
Yeah. We did this, like this cup, do you see? It's not taken anymore.
That's a lot.
I know.
That's like a big glass of beet juice.
And then we're gonna send it back to you.
You took a Okay, so what are you doing with that?
Well, we're mixing it with the ozone gas, and then we're sending it back.
So what is it? Is only part of the blood or?
This is all of the, I mean, no, you have 5 liters, so this
Oh, it's the circuitry of the
It's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Bra. So, wait, you didn't take the needle out, did you?
Nope, we're gonna switch the tubing, so you now get your hydration.
But I only got one treatment.
We did 3 passes.
You did?
Yeah, 3.
I didn't even feel it.
Yeah, I know. I told you, it depends on if you're distracted.
Not now.
But you said I was supposed to get 10.
Yeah, but we want to be safe. Just try 3 in first time, yeah. Because you're sensitive. Like, you may feel nothing, like, but you start slow.
Okay, so I found that all very interesting. I find that all very interesting. And quite frankly, it is, in my opinion, that she uses those children that she adopted to get their blood. Do you wonder why all of these celebrities who don't look like me go get kids who look like me from other countries? I have several questions. Okay, I have several questions. Now, supposedly, as they said, hold on just a moment, beloveds. I have someone at the door. Okay, so let me just put on something real quick. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, here we go. Watch this video.
Friends have been in a good relationship for quite a moment now.
Yeah, for 7 years.
Now he's an early 30 and you're a late 50.
Yeah.
But somehow you both look the same age there. I mean, you know, there's something to be said for being with a younger man.
I suck babies and put it on my face.
So his name is Lee Daniels. He offered me all kind of things to be a part of his show. He wanted to have the Little Richard show that comes on every week. And I told him, he said, but you said you might do it. I said, but I've been thinking, and I can't serve 2 masters. I can't live for Jesus and the devil. I got to hold on to one of them and let one go. I said, I can't do that. He says that, well, if you don't do it, we're going to still make up a show under your name. I didn't like that. I didn't want no show out without me. But see, when you get famous, anybody can use your name, but it just won't be an authorized version from me. But anybody can use my name. I hate to say that because I know somebody going to hear that and say, well, I'm going to use it. I'm going to tell you not to use it because if you do, you would hear from somebody. not to hurt you.
You know they eat. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do tell by the time we go in to vote for Trump that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it. There are so many victims.
Okay, y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that? This is all nefarious. And see, here's the thing. She's not joking. And you see, Lee Daniels said that for a joke. He said it like he was joking. And then he said, oh, don't worry, Hollywood, I'm just joking. Now, why would he say Hollywood? Maybe because he didn't want anyone to get upset that he was spilling tea. Okay, I just want you all to pay attention. All right, I want you all to pay attention. Now, with that all being said, I find this all very interesting. Okay, I find it all very interesting. So Madonna's sitting up here getting this ozone treatment to get rid of whatever illness that she contracted. And like I said, I believe they said it was sepsis. And so they claim that this ozone gas put into the blood is supposed to, in fact, get rid of bacteria and viruses. Now, I'm no medical doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just telling you what reports say. And also, I did, during my research, look at the pictures of the blood, and the blood looks different once they put the gas mixed with it. It's much darker than normal. But here's what I want to say. For those of you that follow the spiritual channel, I told you how, according to some esoteric knowledge, and I'm not going to get into all that here, but how the blood in a person's body is naturally rejuvenated. You don't have to do all this crazy stuff, okay? I find it all so nefarious, but let me continue. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. Now let's talk about Peter Nygard, whom I call the vampire of fashion, aka the Brooklyn vampire. Now, you all remember Peter Nygard from last night. And for those of you who missed that broadcast I did on him, please go back and watch it. I'm here to tell you this man is more nefarious than Diddy and Jay-Z. Okay, and nobody's talking about him. Everybody's talking about Diddy and Jay-Z. But so that's him right there. Now, let's talk about what he said, because this man had been boasting about how he stays young. And remember, I showed you all the video, which I'm not going to show today, but I showed you all the video where he was talking to these beautiful Black women and offering them about $500 to try to get their DNA and stem cells, okay, and their eggs and all of that. A billionaire fashion designer says scientists have found a way to reverse his aging process, that it seems. Now, Bahamas resident Peter Nygard says he is receiving stem cell therapy, and that a study of the University of Miami suggests that he's actually getting younger. What? He says they are looking at me, and my markers have shown exactly that I have been actually reversing my aging and getting younger. Now, when he said this, he was 70 years old, and now he's like 83. He adds that I'm taking perhaps more stem cell treatment than anybody else in the world. I have been doing it for 4 years now. So I'm sort of a testimonial that this stem cell really works. And remember, as I told you, his top girlfriend, because he had several girlfriends, the one who was basically his Ghislaine Maxwell, as Ghislaine was to Epstein, who was helping to recruit people for him, well, he was paying for her to get these injections as well. Now, Nygard has reportedly been advocating for stem cell research in the Bahamas. A recent change in the law would allow medical centers to open there, although the country's attorney general denies Nygard was involved in the drafting of the legislation. So he's trying to give himself credit. But here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting, because I told you guys on last night that Peter Nygard was found guilty of trafficking, racketeering, and all these other charges, right? Well, he's not looking so good anymore, because here's him when he was supposed to get the stem cell work done, when he was getting those treatments. And that's his top girlfriend. But now that he's in jail and no longer getting them, I'm sorry, say who? Now he looks like somebody from Interview with a Vampire. Clearly it looks different. Okay? clearly looks different. Now you can see that he's obviously had some plastic surgery because the skin looks smoother, but it looks beyond nefarious. Okay, I just want you all to pay attention. How do you go from this to this? Okay. So yeah, when you do things like this, I don't know because I've never done it, but I would just think from the looks of him that perhaps when you do stuff like that, once you stop doing it, you start looking a whole lot worse. And look at J-Lo. Now this is obviously an age progression. Now, I mean, that can't be J-Lo right there. Can that be J-Lo? Please say it ain't so. Now, I don't know if you all remember this. Hold on, let me go and look this up real quick. Do you all not remember during the pandemic how bad J-Lo and several other people were looking? Now, why were they looking so bad? I have a whole lot of questions. Now, some people said they were looking so bad because they couldn't get the things that they had been getting prior to. And I'm not going to say what that thing is, but I think you all can guess. Okay, hold on. Let me just pull this up. Because I just can't believe that that was J-Lo. And that picture looks like something was done to it. Hold on. Okay, let's get something that I know is more. Hold on. Age is just a number, and J-Lo is proof of that. Yeah, she looks old on this picture, too. Okay, here we go. Let's pull this up. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Now, I'm going to share my screen. Or actually, I'm just going to put something on the screen. Now, the one at the top looks much older than the one at the bottom. The one at the top looks a whole lot older than the one at the bottom. And it wasn't just J-Lo who was looking very bad during the Israelite plight. Said, just be yourself. Exactly. Lorraine said, Jenny got hit in the face with a block. Ice One said, remember that film Death Becomes Her? LOL. Oh my God, that was hilarious. I'm so glad you brought it up. I may watch that again tonight. Goldie Hawn. I can't remember the other actress's name, but that was hilarious. Okay. But you know who I always thought looked so young? I always thought that Johnny Depp. But during the pandemic, he was looking a hot mess. I'm like, what happened to him? What happened to him? Is this the picture right here? Yeah, let me just pull this up because I'm like, oh. I mean, I know we all have to get old, and far be it from me to try to clown anyone because that's not what I'm here to do. But I just noticed that all these people who had been looking so young for their ages, in my opinion, were just looking so crazy all of a sudden. Like, what's going on here? Okay, here we go. I just thought it was all interesting. Almost done, guys. I'm uploading this real quick and send it to my. Here you go. Like, what's really going on? I have several questions. And speaking of Johnny Depp, does anyone remember that movie that he was in called Fear and Loathing, where they talked about this stuff? Because remember, I told you, the devils always put things out there in front of us, okay? They put it right in front of our faces, hidden in plain sight. And there was a movie that he was in called Fear and Loathing, where they were talking about this fluid, this liquid that they were drinking, starts with an A and ends with the word chrome. Okay, I'm going to play a clip from that, but I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it. Hold on. This is all crazy. Here it is right here. I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to play the audio. It's like a 2-minute clip. Y'all see that? Now let me just put an overlay over this. That's the guy from the movie. And in this bottle is the stuff that starts with an A and ends with the word chrome.
What kind of hotel? 1600, please. As your attorney,
I advise you to take a hit out of the little brown bottle in my shaving kit. You won't need much. Just a tiny taste.
Ah, there it is.
What is this shit? That stuff makes pure mescaline seem like ginger beer, man. Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Okay, you all heard what he said that was, right? Now, when you talk about that stuff, they'll say it's a conspiracy theory. Well, why was it in that movie? Okay, that's what he said. Now, mind you, like I said, things are hidden in plain sight. So with that all being said, let's talk about Kim Kardashian. Now, Kim Kardashian got this vampire facial. She got this vampire facial, and then she ended up suing the person who did it, the doctor, because he used her image and likeness without her permission or consent. Who wants to go and get someone's blood put on their face? I didn't even want my own blood on my face. Why was she doing that? Well, this is supposed to make people look young. Okay, so this is yet another celebrity obsessing over this blood stuff, and it's all crazy. But not only that, MGK and Megan Fox. Megan Fox has a blood drinking ritual with Machine Gun Kelly and thinks social media is sinister because they went in on them. So Megan Fox would like to clear up what people think about her and her fiance Machine Gun Kelly drinking each other's blood. Who's drinking blood? Okay, it's all sick. She said, so I guess to drink each other's blood might mislead people, or people are imagining us with goblets and we're like some Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. Y'all heard that? She said for ritual purposes only. I'm sorry. Say what? Is that making sense to anybody? Okay, this is all crazy for ritual purposes only. Okay, but let's not stop there, because if you may remember, Angelina Jolie, she was walking around with a vial around her neck on a chain, and inside of it was Billy Bob Thornton's blood. And I believe he had one of hers as well. So he was asked about this when he was on a show. Okay, they asked him about, why she's walking around with this vial of blood, a vial of, this necklace with your blood in it. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can find their picture. And let's go back to Kim Kardashian, looking a whole crazy mess. So when they asked Billy Bob Thornton, he said that she came to him one day and just basically thought it was a good idea and something they needed to do. That's the two of them right there. All very strange. But here's what Billy Bob had to say when he was asked about it. He said, vial of blood is very simple. Auntie came home one day with a kit that she had bought. Those lockets that you buy that are clear, and you can put a picture of your granny in it if you like, or something like that, and wear it around your neck. That's what it was. So she brought two of those. We were apart a lot because she's off making Tomb Raider and I'm making Monsters Ball. We were on opposite side or on opposite ends. Now we each see each other for 2 weeks and then whatever. So she thought it would be interesting and romantic if we took a little razor blade and sliced our finger. Okay, sliced our fingers and smeared a little bit of blood on the lockets, and then you wear it around your neck. You just wear it like you would wear your son or daughter's hair in one of them. First of all, who's walking around with their baby's hair? That's crazy too. But this is what they were doing, walking around with vials of blood around their necks. Okay, I mean, Roseanne is not lying, in my opinion, when she says these people are vampires. Okay, because this is what vampires would be doing. Now, so with that all being said, let's talk about the allure. Okay, the allure of it. Why do people want to engage in this stuff? And well, for one, I'm going to tell you like this. It is all about the power of blood. Okay, it is all about the power of blood. I want you all to pay attention. That's why these people, they use it for these rituals. They use it for nefarious purposes, of course. Okay, please pay attention. They use it for nefarious purposes, of course. So let's talk about it. They use it for witchcraft and on the casting of spells and all sorts of nefarious things. Because think about it like this, beloveds. Blood is associated with the death. Okay, when a slain soldier's on a battlefield or whatever, a victim of violence, someone who's been preyed upon, blood is associated with death. But blood is also associated with life. Okay, it's part of the life cycle of fertility that even perpetuates life. If you lose too much blood, you start to grow weak and then you eventually can die. Okay, if your blood is tainted, you can get sick and wither. And remember, as I told you, Madonna was supposedly having sepsis, which is bacterial growth in the blood. Now, blood is associated with pain. You can see it when if you fall down and cut yourself, you cut your finger, you have an accident or get into a fight. But blood is also associated with passion. When you love doing something, when you're good at it, you say things like, it's in my blood. Okay, someone you love, particularly family members, you say, that's my blood. Okay, blood connects you to things and to others. And even if you don't know someone, you can empathize with them. Okay, you can say, my heart bleeds for them. Blood is passion, it's connection, it's raw emotion. Okay, blood is powerful, associated with life and death and the bringing forth of life. And this is why these people want to use it for these rituals, because of the power. Blood is life because it courses through your body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every part of you. Blood is energy. When you push yourself, your heart is pounding and your blood, it pulses. It's racing through your veins. It flows even faster. A woman bleeds once a month during their cycle. Okay? When the hymen breaks, she bleeds. There's blood during childbirth. And if you donate blood, you could actually save someone's life. If you get a blood transfusion, that could save your life. So just think about it. Okay? Whatever little microscope bits are floating around in there contain the very essence of all that you are. And then scientists can illegally, okay, I'm sure it's not legal, clone you if they had just a drop of your blood. And your blood contains your DNA and a blueprint, not just for you, but your complete ancestral line. Okay, your complete ancestral line and lineage. So think about that. Now, blood magic is not, it's not really something that a lot of people talk about. And then, and some of these people that engage in it, they try to act like, oh, it's not so nefarious. It's nothing really bad about it, but it's absolutely nefarious. Okay, so please pay attention. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the blood magic just for a moment. Okay, sorry guys, I was talking to someone real quick. Now, so let's talk about this blood magic. And this might give you a better idea of why these people are so into using this stuff. Now, there's quite an allure to blood magic, for one, specifically with these people in Hollywood, okay, and even in the music industry. Blood magic, which is usually, bound by old traditions and practices of the occult nature, has always been an intrigue to various cultures all over the world. This is a very powerful kind of magic that consumes the lifeblood of the living and lets the people who practice it talk to ghosts and gods. Now, this is what they claim. Now, I don't know this personally because I've never tried it and don't intend to. Okay, please pay attention. So let's them talk. This is all real crazy. Hold on. So it lets them talk to ghosts and gods, they say. Still, those who work blood magic always manage to anchor their will towards certain ends, and the will of the spiritual that they evoke is going to decide on the form of those needs or those ends. The ambiguity that surrounds the very subject of blood magic is both a stone in its foot and a pebble in its path. The former being that many rituals imply self-sacrifice as well as harm to living beings, and thus it is one extreme that the magic becomes a curse, emerging as a symbol of the modern man's disconnection from nature and spirit. Now, the latter being that the practitioners feel more closer to nature and the metaphysical because the symbolic contribution of the material plane and our own blood is then made. Be it a means to arise in power and bring new formations, or a gateway to disaster. However, some express skepticism about its proper use and long-term consequences. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want to engage in it. And quite frankly, if you think about people that I was telling you about, like J-Lo, remember I told you guys how J-Lo's ex-husband, her first husband, said that she was doing this ritual where she smeared the blood of chickens and hens all over herself, and then she took this bath to rinse it all off, but she was doing a ritual, and they did one for their marriage. And then there was allegations that her and Diddy both did one before they went to court for the incident they were involved in 1999 with the shooting at the club. Remember, I also showed you the video of the rapper Gunplay saying that he cut a goat and did a ritual, and that's how he beat a case. So these people use blood for their magic and their spells because blood has power, because it is the essence of life. And it's also associated with the death. And it's also associated with energy. Blood is an energy, because when people start to lose blood, they start to lose energy and thus can die. So please pay attention. This is all so nefarious as far as I'm concerned. Now, spilling of blood is a potent force in the working of magic. It may be a token sacrifice, but it may also be the loss of life that fuels the spell. Listen to this. It may also be the loss of life that fuels the spell. Well, that sounds like a blood sacrifice that they're talking about here. And where have we heard about those things happening? Exact magi's who produce or practice blood magic to be portrayed as evil, or at least charcoal gray, with possible expectations made from druid-like nature cults that may be considered amoral, is what some people say. Some blood may be indicated to be more powerful than others. Common types are human blood, the blood of royalty, the blood of a special line or lineage, the blood of an innocent, or the blood of a small person. Okay, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Now, the people who haven't been here very long, the little ones, or the caster of the spell's blood themselves, their own blood, or a virgin's blood, Madonna, like a virgin. This is all nefarious. I just want you all to pay attention. This is all nefarious. And this is, this all sounds crazy, but I'm sure the people that are doing it don't find it crazy. And they're using it for abominable purposes as far as I'm concerned. Now, sometimes only a single person's blood has power, and any other blood is powerless. Sometimes it also makes a difference whether the blood being used was offered willingly or taken unwillingly. The other side of the coin is menstrual blood, which is used much less frequently, but is associated with life magic when it is used, except, of course, when it's the menstrual menace. Now, this trope is older than feudalism, with blood and sacrifice being powerful magic and some of the oldest tales. A very old Greek curse was for a witch to run 3 times around the house that she wished to curse while her monthly cycle was on. It was especially potent if it was her first cycle. It was frequently the alternative to necromancy as the evil magic. Are y'all listening to this? This is all insanity as far as I'm concerned. Witches and warlocks engaging in these nefarious things. So it often overlaps with black magic, the dark arts, and cast from hit points. Okay, vampires, frequently a part of any ritualistic bloodbath. When it's the blood itself doing the damage, you have bloody murder. When the magic is used to extend the user's lifespan, it's called life drinker. When it's used to create life, it's fertile blood. When it's used to heal, it's heal it with blood. Sworn brothers who mingle their blood and gain some kind of connection that way, and sometimes can qualify. This is all crazy. I just want you all to think about that. And also think about how people say, yeah, we're blood brothers. Or they say blood in, blood out when people join gangs and all of these things. And so these people going around here doing all this crazy stuff, getting these stem cell injections, ozone blood infusions, okay, heterochronic parabiosis, autohemotherapy, all of this stuff is vampiric, okay? These people engaging in these things, they're literally vampires. That's what they literally are. If you're drinking blood, making Fox and MGK, right? Machine Gun Kelly, they're sitting there acting like this is no big deal. Oh, it's not a goblet full. It's just a little bit. But speaking of that, let me talk about these girls. Now, this was an 11 and 12-year-old. Okay, I reported on this story, I want to say in 2020, but this happened at a school in Florida, a middle school. Florida middle school girls plotted to kill their classmates and drink blood. This is what the police said. Police caught an 11 and 12-year-old with multiple weapons and say they were willing to drink blood and possibly eat flesh. Do y'all think Roseanne Barr is lying? Where did these girls learn this from? Let's talk about it. 2 middle school students in Central Florida plan to kill, cut up, and possibly eat the flesh of more than a dozen classmates, according to authorities. Now, police confronted the girls 11 and 12 on a Tuesday after they were allegedly found hiding in a bathroom at Bartow Middle School. They had a goblet and multiple weapons on them, including knives, scissors, and a pizza cutter, according to the Bartow Police Department. Now, the girls face multiple criminal charges, including conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and possession of a weapon at the school. Police did not name the students, citing their status as juveniles. And it says, as I sat there and watched these interviews, I do not believe this was a joke. This is what the Bartow police chief said. Now, authorities allege the girls swapped some ideas over text messages. One of those messages allegedly read, "We will leave body parts at the entrance and then we will kill ourselves." This is all scary. The arrest affidavit alleges that the girls were hoping to kill anywhere from 15 to 25 students. 11 and 12. Where did they learn this? Killing all the students was in hopes that it would make them worse sinners, ensuring that after they committed suicide, they would then go to hell so they could be with Satan. This is so demonic. Now, Bartow Police Chief Joe Hall provided details about the alleged plot, saying that officers were able to foil that plot. Okay, otherwise there could have been a tragedy, thanks to the help or a tip from school administrators. And here are the weapons they had on them. Where did they get these things? Probably out of their own kitchens. 11 and 12 years old. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see these weapons. Y'all see that? Oh, so deplorable. Now, the girls matter-of-factly told investigators that they were Satan worshipers. Okay, this is what the chief says. He added that they said they wanted to kill at least 15 people and were waiting in the bathroom for the opportunity to find smaller kids that they could overpower and make them their victims. Thank God they got caught before they did it. The plot also allegedly included drinking the blood of their victims. He says they were willing to drink blood and possibly eat flesh. And as I sat there and watched these interviews, I do not believe this was a joke. Well, of course it wasn't. They were so serious. Bartow Middle School, which has about 850 students, has made a team of counselors available to assist students and staff. The school issued a press release on Wednesday announcing that the school would see an increased police presence this week. We greatly appreciate the efforts of the Bartow Police Department and we are cooperating fully with their investigation. News of the arrest prompted concern among some parents. One lady said, I mean, how can this happen? You know, we're afraid and she's afraid. And she was talking about her daughter who attends the school there. Another parent, Kim Hancock, said the school district should consider taking additional safety measures. She says, I feel kind of like maybe it might be a good idea just for some of these schools to maybe even put in metal detectors. Well, they usually put those in the schools with kids that look like me. Okay, so I want you all to pay attention. This is all some sick stuff, okay? People out here, you know, engaging in these blood rituals, doing blood magic and acting like whole vampires out here drinking blood and all this stuff. And, you know, this is just part one, because tomorrow we're going to get into part two, and it's nefarious, okay? It's probably worse than this. All right, so with that all being said, everyone please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. I hope you all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Okay, with that all been said, tune in tomorrow for part two, because we're going to talk about some other stuff that's connected to this and some of the things that some of these celebrities have said straight out of their mouths. Okay, so each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hey, yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got